엘리베이터 타고 벨뷰 정신병원인가? 사이키아트릭이면? 무서워. 정신병원이라서 뭔가 그 공포스러운 막 불빛이 깜빡거렸어. 근데 음악이 왜 이래? 여기는 전화?
Looks like an internal phone for paging doctors or patients, I guess. I don't have anyone to call.
필요 없고. 이쪽은 뭐야?
The sign says I'm not allowed back there.
여기는
Locked. Whatever's back there, I can't get to it.
의사나 이런 사람들만
Looks like a fuse box.
있구나.
Judging by the flickering lights, it must be broken.
이상하게 정신병원은 뭐 이렇게 불도 잘 안 고치나 봐. 깜빡깜빡거리는데 막 계속 놔두고.
Some kind of motivational poster.
뭔 포스터?
I'm not stealing stuff from the hospital.
난 도둑이 아니니까 훔치지 않겠어. 좀
It says that this floor is undergoing renovations. That explains a lot.
뭐야 그거 하나 봐요. 그 인테리어 바꾸는 뭐 그런 거?
I'm not stealing stuff from the hospital.
라디오 틀어놨나? 그 소리가 여기서 나는 건가?
It's the security guard for the hospital.
경비원한테 물어봅시다. 닥터 퀸틴에 대해서
I'm here to see Dr. Quentin.
Uh-huh. Is he expecting you?
I've got this letter right here.
Okay, looks legit. Go right in. His name's on the door, you can't miss it.
Thanks.
문에 써있다네요. 의사 이름. 오, 좋다.
Come in.
사무실 엄청 넓어.
Dr. Quentin?
Yes.
I'm Rosangela Blackwell.
Oh, hello. Come in. Come in.
들어오세요.
You got my letter, I trust.
Yes, I did.
Good, good. My condolences on the loss of your mother.
애도를 표합니다. 겸손하게.
Thanks, but she was my aunt, not my mother.
Ah, quite right, quite right.
내
So you
엄마가
wanted to talk to
아니었어요.
me about something?
고모였어요.
Yes, yes, I did. But before we go into that, how are you holding up?
괜찮으십니까? 뭐가? 돌아가셔서. 내 하루를 설명한다. 뭐 그냥 대충 대답하는 거. 주의하는 대답?
I'm fine. Why?
괜찮았는데. 왜?
Oh, no reason. Just asking questions. Goes with the job.
Right.
You received the ashes?
Yes, I scattered them this morning.
오늘
I
아침에
imagine you
들었습니다.
must miss her.
되게 굉장히 그리우시겠네요. 뭐라고 해야지? 파라노이드도 있네? 무슨 막 되게 신경질적으로 대답하는 건데 진실된 대답을
To be honest, I'm not sure what to feel. It's not like I knew her, or even remember her from before. She's like a stranger.
So why did you make it a point of visiting her all those years?
로사가 고모한테 느낀 게 좀 이상하다고 느꼈나봐요. 항상 스트레인저처럼 느꼈다고. 그래서 의사가 방금 그러면 왜 지금까지 계속 방문을 했냐고. 이것도 있네. None of your business도 있네. 네 할 바 아니잖아 이런 거네. 뭐 가족이었으니까?
She was the only family I had. I guess I felt an obligation like I had to.
의무처럼 느꼈다고.
And now that you don't have to?
What do you want me to say? Auntie's dead, life goes on.
So you'll just keep living, is that it?
Yes.
Keep writing your little book reviews in the paper, right?
You know about those?
It's hardly a secret.
비교하는구나.
A number of the staff have read them, yes.
I didn't think a West Village paper would interest anyone up here.
직원들도 읽었다고요?
I have to be honest, Miss Blackwell. The staff read them because they were more interested in you.
왜 나한테 관심을 가졌지 그렇게? 왜 내 기사도 읽고 그랬지? defensive response.
Okay, I am this close to leaving. Why am I here?
Their intentions were purely benign, I assure you. It was your aunt they were primarily interested in. They wanted to know more about her family, and you proved to be, shall we say, less than eager to comply?
That's their problem.
Indeed. It was your choice to make. Your aunt was an interesting case. And now that she's gone, I was hoping you'd be more forthcoming with me. Just an informal chat. We can discuss her condition. And yours too, of course.
내 상태도 뭐 알고 싶다고? 무슨 고모 그 상태가 좀 뭔가 흥미 가는 케이스였다고 그러네요. 고모의 컨디션을
You never could find out what was wrong with her, huh?
No, we didn't. But she still remains a fascinating case.
Fascinating.
원인이 뭔지
I don't
아직도
understand.
못 알아냈나
Forgive me. I speak from a purely professional perspective. I didn't know your aunt personally.
Neither did I, but fascinating?
It might come as a surprise to you, but yes.
But she was practically catatonic. All she did was lie there for 20 years. She'd sometimes twitch or mumble something incoherent, but I wouldn't call that fascinating.
Well, as you know, she wasn't exactly catatonic. We kept her sedated.
Right, she had outbursts.
Yes, and we had to sedate her heavily to keep her calm, especially in preparation for your visits.
What are you trying to say?
Miss Blackwell, we are not a nursing home. We're not content to merely keep a patient comfortable. We are, after all, in the healing profession. We were trying to heal your aunt, and to do that,
요양원이 아니라
we had to speak to her.
Wait,
치료하는
you
그런
spoke to Auntie.
시설이었구나.
We tried to.
Did she answer back?
After a fashion, yes.
뭘 물어봤는데 대답을 받았다고? 그러니까 식물인간이었는데 뭐 완전히 식물인간 아니었고 그런 소린 것 같고 가끔 뭐 얘기도 막 하고 웅얼거리는 소리도 내고 그랬나 봐요 고모가 누워 있으면서. 근데 좀 뭐 이상한 케이스라고 해서 좀 뭔가 이상한데? 뭐라고 말했는지 물어보자.
If Auntie spoke, why wasn't I told?
Miss Blackwell,
나는 왜 못
do
들었지?
you remember what brought your aunt here in the first place? Her screaming, her hitting herself?
I was only 5 years old at the time,
자학하게
but I kind of remember.
In order to prevent her from doing harm to herself or to others, we were forced to sedate her. When we limited her medication, she simply reverted to her former state. Her natural state, I'm sorry to add.
What did Auntie say?
Nothing that made any sense. But one thing was clear. She was in great pain.
Pain? What kind of pain?
끔찍한 고통이
It's difficult to say, but it was immense.
How immense?
When we reduced her medication, the transformation was dramatic. Her eyes flew open, she thrashed, her screams. Well, we had to gag her eventually.
My God.
대갈도 물렸다고.
I know.
Did she still feel it when she was sedated?
We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
25 years.
I know.
Poor Auntie.
그저 뭐 재갈 물리고 그럴 정도로 막 자학도 하고 뭐 남을 해치거나 그런 게 있었나 보네요. 내 상태에 대해서 물어보자.
Wait, what do you mean by my condition?
Hereditary dementia is my specialty, Miss Blackwell. And in my opinion, there is significant cause for concern.
Sorry, did you say hereditary?
Yes, 2 generations. Your aunt and your grandmother before her.
My grandmother?
Yes, Patricia, I think her name was, right?
I never knew my grandmother. Auntie Lauren was it. There was nobody else. She couldn't exactly provide me with a family history.
Oh, I see. I had no idea.
Well, maybe you should have. Did anyone else come in to visit her besides me?
No, you are correct. I should have read the family history more carefully. I do apologize. I just assumed. Well, never mind. It doesn't change the fact that you should be concerned as well.
Go on.
Patricia Blackwell suffered her mental collapse at the age of 55. Lauren Blackwell underwent hers at the age of 40.
What are you saying? That the same thing is going to happen to me?
병이
No,
나타났다고.
I'm saying that there is significant cause for concern.
그래서 조심하라는 거구나. 그게 무슨 유전적으로 물려받는 건가? 외할머니의 상태에 대해서 물어보기.
So, I had a grandmother.
Apparently so.
How do you know about
몰랐어,
her?
할머니 있는.
It was in your aunt's case history when she was brought to us. Patricia Blackwell's symptoms were the same, word for word. Patricia's case was severe, and she was young, but it was chalked up to being an ordinary case of dementia. Until
Until it struck her daughter.
20 years later, when it struck her daughter, yes.
It seems impossible.
Perhaps it's genetic, but we've detected no abnormality.
무섭겠다. 그럼 저런 병이 똑같이 그 자식들한테 물려진다면 미래에 대해서 물어보기.
So what should I do?
Right now,
않아요.
nothing. This type of thing is unprecedented. There is no procedure to go through, no
할 게 없다는데.
medication I can give you. I just want you to be aware is all. And come
알고
talk
있는
to
게
me if,
중요하다고.
well, there's any concern.
링크에 대해 물어보기?
You couldn't find any other link between the two cases.
아,
None,
연관한
aside from the
게
family connection. And
연관한
a name.
점을 못 찾아.
A name? What name?
the documentation we had on your grandmother is minimal, but there was one interesting item noted. During her more lucid moments, she uttered the name Joey. Your aunt, too, would cry out that name on occasion.
Joey?
Yes,
Who's Joey?
we've been wondering the same thing for 25 years.
이 사람들도 조이가 누군지도 모르고, 그러니까 외할머니 맞나? 외할머니? 할머니도 그 병을 겪었을 때 막 옹알거리면서 뭐 말하고 그랬던 이름이 낱말이 조이란 뭐 사람 이름이고, 고모도 또 그랬고. 그래서 연관점이 두 가지가 있는데.
Is there anything else you need to tell me before I go?
Your aunt had some personal effects in storage. As the next of kin, you're the beneficiary. It's just a folder, some documents and so on. It's being sent to your address via messenger.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
It's no problem at all. Goodbye, Miss Blackwell. My schedule is fairly open now, so feel free to drop in any time. I'm always happy to discuss my favorite patient.
Sure.
가장 좋아하는 환자였다고? 충격적인 사실을 들었네. 그러니까 아까 말했던 게 그 병에 대한 연관점이 가족 같은 이 로자의 고모 할머니도 걸렸고, 그리고 두 번째는 같은 말을 했다는 거, 뭐 조이라는 말을 했다는데. 라디오는 뭐지?
Just a small transistor radio. I don't think so. Some small keys. One of them is labeled FB. I assume that means fuse box.
이 사람한테 물어볼까요? 문서를 찾을 수 있는지? 아니 없구나. 고모에 대해서 물어볼게요.
Did you have contact with Lauren Blackwell while she was here?
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. She
기억도
was
안
in
난다는데?
temporary care?
No, she was in long term.
That's a whole different floor. This is the floor for temp patients.
I see.
이 사람은 모른대요. 여기는 그 단기간만 있는 그런 환자들 병실인가 보네. 다른 층에 있다는데 장기간으로 머무는 환자들이.
So what exactly happens here on the temporary ward?
It's just that. Temporary. Most insurance plans only cover a 2-week stay, so this floor is designed for a high turnover rate. That's why the doctor's offices are usually down here. They need to be on hand when new patients arrive.
2층에 그래서 단기간으로 묻는 환자들이 많아서 의사들 사무실도 다 2층에 있다는 거예요. 불에 대해서 물어보고.
What's with the lights?
Hey, old buildings, you know? Always got problems. If the plumbing ain't broken, the lights are on the blink. It's giving me a headache, let me tell you.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
그것 때문에 두통이 난다네. 여기서 또 더 할 건 없는 것 같으니까 다른 데로 가야 되겠네. 여기는 못 들어가나?
Locked. Whatever's back there.
그러면 나가봅시다. 이 문서는 안 주나? 괜찮아. 집으로 일단 가고. 문서는 안 받았네. 저장을 또 하고. 내 방으로. 내 집으로. 어떻게 저 니샨티한테 가봐야 되나?
Come in.
들어오라네. 와우.
Hello, Rosa. Come in, come in.
안녕하세요.
Don't mind the pooch, he's harmless.
이름이 뭐? 모티라 그랬나 아까?
That's Nishanti's dog. Come on, boy.
귀엽다. 후치에게 인사.
Hi, dog.
His name is Moti.
Right. Moti. See ya.
모티 안녕.
You know I spoil you. Go get it.
버릇없는 강아지인가 봐. 강아지 밥그릇.
That's Nishanti Sharma. My next door neighbor, apparently.
대화.
This is, a lovely place.
Thank you. Not the biggest place, but fine for Moti and me.
고맙다고 다시 말해.
Thanks again for helping me out earlier. I'd probably be sleeping in a hotel tonight if it weren't for you.
Oh, didn't you hear? The strike's over.
Really?
It only lasted a few hours according to the report on the radio.
I suppose that's irony.
I suppose so.
되게 금방 끝났네. 뭐 오래 갈 거. 플룻에 대해서 물어봐.
So, you play the flute, huh?
Yes, I play the flute. It's called a bansuri. What about you? Do you play an instrument?
Me? No, I can hardly play the kazoo.
Let's see. You strike me as being creatively inclined. Are you a painter? A writer?
Well, I'm trying to be a writer.
I knew it. Anything published?
Nothing really, aside from book reviews in the Village Eye.
Village Eye? You mean that little paper they sell at the stand?
You've read it?
I've seen it around, but I've never actually read it. Perhaps I will the next time I see it.
뭐 리뷰 같은 걸 남기는 그런 작가인가 보네. 멍멍이.
That dog is adorable.
Moti? He's spoiled rotten, but he's good company. He's taken quite a shine to you, that's for sure.
Huh, yeah. Usually I'm not good with animals.
You never had a childhood pet?
A pet? No, I had a teddy bear.
어릴 때
Well, you
애를 안
probably had the
키웠나
right idea. Moti's a little thing, but you wouldn't know it from the amount he eats.
He's very active, it seems.
Yes, that probably explains it. See that box of biscuits? I buy a new one every 2 days. Moti doesn't have a stomach. He has a black hole that sucks in food. Feel free to give him one if you like.
이틀마다 한 개씩 비스켓을 산다고. 간식을 엄청나게 먹는 인가 봐요. 아파트에 대해서
You have a very nice apartment.
Thank you. A bit small, but that's New York for you.
You seem very friendly with the people in this building.
Well, I didn't grow up here. I didn't realize it was taboo to chat with neighbors.
Well, it's not taboo exactly, it's just...
Oh, I know, just one of those unspoken things. I've found that most people are pretty friendly, though, once you take the first step. People have their defenses up most of the time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
그런 식으로.
Why do you play the flute in the park?
It's a place to go, I suppose. I was walking there one day and I had the bansuri with me, so I started playing. Next thing I knew, I had a bunch of people around me. So I go there as often as I can now. It gets me out of this stuffy apartment. And I admit I like the attention. Plus, Moti loves the dog run there. Well, he did until they closed it down.
그 피리가 반술이라는 피리인가 보네. 그걸 공원에서 부는 게 뭔가 소소한 취미인가 봐요. 도그런에 대해서
Why did they close down the dog run? It seemed okay to me.
Nobody really knows. It started about a week ago. Dogs started howling, running around like maniacs, acting strange. Some even hurled themselves at the fence door trying to get out. They say it's some kind of high-frequency wave that's caused by electric cables or something. Some high-pitched sound that the dogs can hear but we can't. But I know better.
You know better.
Definitely. I noticed these things. I could tell that things weren't quite right. Something in the air. It's not a high-pitched noise. That would only cause a dog pain. This was more than pain. The dogs were scared.
What was there to be scared of?
I have no idea, but I know what I sensed, just like you did.
Me?
You sensed it. Don't think I didn't notice.
I didn't sense anything.
Well, perhaps. Maybe I'm just spouting nonsense.
뭔가 이상한 기운을 내뿜는 할머니인데 모티에게 뭐 먹을 거 주고
Could I try feeding the dog?
Sure, here, take one. I have plenty. Go ahead and feed him. He's always hungry.
항상
Well,
배고프고.
I'd better go.
Take care, Rosa. Come back whenever you'd like.
Come here, boy.
먹을 거 줄게. 자,
What do I do now?
Just say, go get it. He'll do the rest.
Go get it.
가져가.
See ya.
Someone wants a treat, eh?
이제 가야 되는 건가?
Go get it.
Go get it 이러면은 막 물어가나 보네. 뭐 따로 볼 건 없나? 여기는 식당이네. 얘 되게 따라다닌다. 자기 주인한테 안 가고 왜 날 따라오지? 이제 갈게요.
Well, I'd better.
Take care, Rosa. Come back whenever.
안녕히 계세요. 안녕 모티. 이제 집에 가서 쉬어야 되겠다. 뭐 글쓰기 해야 되나?
I am just feeling so uninspired today. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel up to it.
아니, 내일
But
하자.
today, it's just not happening.
그래, 내일 하자.
I'm not ready for bed.
뭐야? 뭐 어떻게 해야 되지? 자지도 않는데 준비가 안 됐대. 그러면은 저장을 하고 병원에 다시 가보고 올까요? 아 무서워. 자꾸 깜빡거려. 내가 불 고쳐줄까? 그거 할 수 있을 것 같은데.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
네?
I don't think I need any of these keys.
여기로 돌아가 볼까?
Whoa! Hold on there. You want to go in? I gotta clear you first.
뭐못 들어가게
Thanks.
하네?
Uh-huh.
근데 뭐 할 게 있나? 딱히 할 게 없는데. 전화
I don't have anyone to call.
전화도 사용 안 되고. 퓨즈 박스?
You need a key to open it.
이것도 키가 필요한데.
Locked. Whatever's back there,
집에서도 할 거 없는데? 뭐하지? 자지도 않고.
I'm not knocking on some.
잉?
I don't need to bother. I don't get reception.
TV도 안 보고.
Cook. Why bother? There's nothing in these
먹지도
ca-
않고.
I don't need my. I'm not ready for bed.
아니 자지도 않고. 뭐 어떻게 하라고.
I have nobody to call.
나도 무슨 전화라도 한 줄 알았는데.
I don't need to take the trash out.
전화도 뭐 누구한테 걸 사람도 없는데. 글도 안 쓰겠다 그러고.
I am just feeling so Maybe tomorrow, but today it's just not.
영감이 안 떠오른다고 하는데. 영감이 안 떠오른다고 하는데. 어? 이거 뭐야?
Apparently, this envelope had no trouble entering the building. Go figure. Looks like it's from Bellevue.
아, 병원에서 온 건가? 그럼 보내준다던 그 문서인가 보네요. 유언장 같은 건가? 야, 이거 너무 인간적으로 페이지가 너무 많다. 이거 25페이지인데? 1960년 세프템버면 어떨지 9월인가? 뉴욕 NYU면 뉴욕 대학인가? 대학교? 빅 애플이면 뉴욕을 말하는 건가? 뉴욕에서 바쁠 거라고 생각해. 하지만 잊지 마라. 네가 남겨두고 온 가족을 잊지 마. 로렌이면 고모인가? 집안은 괜찮다. 잭이란 사람이 뭐 누구지? 고등학교를 다닐 거야. 다니기 시작할 거야. 월요일부터. 좀 불안해. 그리고 걔가 아들인가? 널 되게 보고 싶어 한다. 네가 뉴욕에서 혼자 산다니까 좀 불안하구나. 걱정되는구나. 내가 말했듯이 나갈 때마다 항상 아이디 챙겨가거라. 엄마가 보낸 건가? 아닌데? 뭐지? 그냥 엄마 노릇하려는 거야. somebody. 누군간 해야지 않겠니? 고모가 보낸 건가? 고모가 아니네? 엄마와 아빠 그리고 잭이 이제 동생? 이거는 남동생 잭이 보낸 거고. 무슨 저기 사장이 같은 걸로 쓴 것 같은데? 새로 산 타자기를 썼다고 그러고. 타자기 쓴 거에 대해서 얘기를 하고 또 로렌한테 엄마가 쓴 거. 잭한테 뭔 일이 있는 건가? 많이 걱정하지 말라고 이러는 건가? 잭이 너 뒤를 따라 갈 거야. 아마. 너처럼 될 거야. 잭도 뉴욕에 너를 방문하러 가는 거를 겁만 말하고 있다고. 또 여기 뭐야? 누가 쓴 거야? 엄마가? 아니구나. 잭이 쓴 거구나. 잭이 내 남동생인가? 그럼 비밀 지켜줄 수 있어? 전화로 얘기하고 싶지 않았어. 만약에 엄마가 아빠가 들으시면 안 되니까. 엄마가 요새 좀 이상하게 행동하셔. 며칠 전부터 누나가 뉴욕으로 돌아간 후부터 돌아간 며칠 후부터 이상하게 굴렀다는 거. 쇼핑을 같이 하러 갔는데 갑자기 소리를 지르면서 기절을 했다던데. 어딘가를 방 구석을 막 손으로 가리키면서, 하지만 거기에는 아무것도 없었다. 아무것도 없는데 막 손가락질하면서 소리 지르면서 기절했다는 거구나. 우리는 이게 뭐지? 좀 모자이크 처리되어 있는 것 같은데 어디 병원으로 엄마를 데려갔어. 그리고 엄마가 지금은 괜찮다고. 하지만 되게 날카롭고 뭔가 히스테리적으로 신경질적이 됐나봐요. 설명하기가 어려워. 아빠는 도와줄 사람이 아무도 없어. 아빠는 도움이 안 된다고? 누나가 엄마한테 전화 좀 해서 좀 기분 좋게 해줘. 엄마는 내 말을 들으려고도 안 해. 그리고 그냥 이 편지에 대해서 엄마한테는 말하지 마.